I'm happy to be here for the launch of this crucial, constructive, and collaborative venture. The idea project vision is one that really resonates with me on a few different levels. For one thing, when I became president of the Ontario Bar Association in March, one of the prospects I was most excited about was adding my own chapter to the OBA story on the advancement of meaningful equality, diversity, and inclusion. If you were to ask our 16,000 members, which includes lawyers, judges, law professors, students from all across Ontario, why they belong to our association, part of it is our commitment and concrete action with respect to real inclusion within our profession and beyond. Certainly that would be a chief reason cited. And it is certainly a priority that I am very passionate about. Our members represent a wide range of practice areas and sizes, workplace settings and specialties, professional interests and experiences. We are a demographically diverse community with differing career paths and aspirations, but we share a core belief in the importance of equity and inclusion, and a common understanding that our profession is stronger when we are truly representative of the diverse populations that we serve. We put the collective understanding and belief into action every day in everything we do. And through our volunteers, our committees, our 40 practice area sections, our board of directors, and our provincial council stand lockstep in leading our EDI initiatives and ensuring those principles permeate every aspect of our work. In launching our Not Another Decade initiative in 2020, which was a 10-year commitment to changing headlines and ending inequality in the justice sector and beyond, we recognized, just as you have with the IDEA initiative, that consensus building is critical, as is collaboration with our stakeholders, not only within the justice sector, but beyond in other sectors as well, including both the public, private, and government settings. This is the path to measurable, widespread, and enduring progress. As a lawyer, as was mentioned, with experience on both sides of the labor and employment bar, who's served as a in-house lawyer at the regional municipality of Durban for well over a decade now, I have seen how consensus building and collaboration can yield real change and drive public policy in a very positive way. And the kind of buy-in that IDEA has achieved is what buoys successful engagement, implementation, and outcomes. So I formally introduced my OBA presidential mandate at our council meeting in March with a lot of conviction, but also with a lot of uncertainty about how it was going to be received. Since it comes from a place that's very personal, and I have to tell you that the response I received and continue to receive is far beyond what I could have imagined. So I hope you don't mind if I take a little bit of time to share this history with you too, since I think, among other things, it may serve as further evidence of the impact that the joint initiative you're launching and the collective investment you're making today stands to have on individuals, on workplace, and the overall social good in the years to come. Part of the OBA's mission is to provide benefits and services tailored to what we call life as a lawyer. Obviously, that doesn't mean all lawyers have the same life, but rather that we understand a legal career is equal parts demanding and rewarding, and it can be a challenge for lawyers to achieve balance in the personal and professional while caring for ourselves, caring for others, trying to give back to the community, all while serving our clients' cases and causes that really rely on us performing our best. We endeavor at the OBA to serve the whole lawyer, from dusk to dawn, desk to doorstep. With that objective in mind, and with a view to using my presidential platform to advance a mandate that really came from a place of authenticity and experience, I contemplated the kind of community support I had drawn strength from in the past, and how all members could derive similarly vital support in the future. In addition to being a lawyer serving at a very active and large municipality, I'm also a single mom. I am a caretaker to someone with a disability, and I'm someone who contends with my own underlying health condition. And during the darkest days of COVID, like many of you, my workload tripled overnight. I had some significant life crisis, and that balance I'd strived so hard to achieve was just gone. I was burnt out, deeply depressed, and it really was untenable. And yet I endured, not because I'm particularly resilient, but because I had support to see me through. And most significant of that support was the OBA community and the peer support offered through the OBA that just felt safe and judgment free. And given that experience, I felt very compelled through this platform I've been given, that I've been honored with, to provide as many entry points as possible for lawyers to tap into the kind of support they need to adapt, survive, and thrive when work and life do collide. Particularly important to me, as mentioned, is expanding the dialogue on lawyers with disabilities and lawyers who are caretakers to those with disabilities. I look forward during my presidency to provide lawyers and with disabilities and their respective firms or employers with the support and tools to make their practices easier. As lawyers, most of our membership knows well the accommodations and protections we are legally entitled to and required to give, but that doesn't mean we always know what kind of accommodations we should be seeking or will serve us best, nor do we always feel comfortable disclosing to employers the disabilities we are living with for fear of subtle but not less stinging repercussions in our professions that has historically demanded being perfect. In 2014, I came face to face with a MS diagnosis. It threw my personal and professional life upside down overnight, and for many years, I did whatever I could to hide it. I was worried it would impact my career, it would impact the perception of my capability and reliability. And I see how simply wrong that was, not just because that I felt compelled to hide it, but I'm well aware of the fact there are many who can't hide it. I don't want anybody to feel compelled to hide their struggles in the workplace, because there are always solutions and accommodations, often very simple ones, that don't strip those living with disabilities of their agency, their confidence or dignity, or impact what their career trajectory is going to be. Some employers may see the accommodation of disability and the inclusion of a person with disabilities as a daunting challenge, but I can attest to the fact that it's usually just a matter of seeing what someone has to offer versus challenges that they may face, and working collaboratively to allow the employee to contribute fully to the employer's and to the organization's success. This is where I'm hoping the OBA can step up to open the dialogue, to break the stigmas, and assist lawyers and their firms or employers to build the capacity and come up with these solutions. As this is where IDEA holds so much promise for breaking barriers that marginalize or demoralize, and for bolstering pride in work and overall productivity by fully engaging and empowering all those who wish to contribute their unique talents. There is headway we can make here together towards more inclusion, accommodation, and satisfaction in the workplace. And there's so much will here to make it happen. And I look forward to hearing more about the steps you are taking and to cross the paths often on our corresponding journeys. So thank you very much for allowing me to say a few words, and I wish you all the success today.